Hello, hello, it is Susie Ashworth here, founder of the Calm Birth School, the Baby Business School, and creator of the Monetize Your Message one-to-one mentoring program. God, that feels like a really big mouth. I think I might need to kind of play around with that a little bit. Happy New Year! This is my first live stream on my page of 2017. It's January the 4th and it feels good to be back. It's good to be back. Oh, and I'm not even singing to myself anymore. Say hello, lovely person, for joining me. It would be nice to see who you are. So yeah, I'm feeling good. It's been, I'll be honest, there's been a little, hey Hannah, there have been a couple of little bumps in the road of 2017. I would show you one of them. My little girl dropped my brand new iPhone 6 onto the floor and smashed the screen on New Year's Day, which wasn't good. Had a little bit of Barney with my husband on New Year's Day also, not fab. And it got me to thinking, I think that a lot of people, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Hey, gorgeous. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves at the start of the new year to have things be perfect and to start things the way that we mean to go on. And I think that particularly in the type of environment that we surround ourselves, or the type of people that surround us in our environment, we're always looking for signs, aren't we? It's a sign from the universe. And if something goes wrong, we immediately think to ourselves, is this a sign that I'm on the wrong path? And it's interesting. I think there's a really fine line between things flowing with ease and grace, and just when we're really, really in alignment. I do believe that things should come easily to us. I don't believe that everything should feel like a struggle and everything should feel like a challenge. However, we are human beings living a very human experience, and I think that it's unrealistic. I think that it's an incredibly tall order for ourselves, no matter how far down we are on the spiritual path, no matter how far down we are in terms of accepting who we are and loving life and living with joy, to expect nothing bad to ever happen, to expect us to never be challenged. And so today I just wanted to talk to you about how you guys deal with disappointment, and just to let you know that it is, normally we're disappointed, aren't we, when something doesn't pan out the way that we think that it is going to pan out. And I want you to not immediately, hello lovely Rosie, you're a bit of a light, aren't you? I want you to not freak out if things don't happen exactly when you expect them to happen. I want you to not immediately jump to, this is a sign from the universe, I'm on the wrong path. I want you to potentially acknowledge where you might be a little bit out of alignment with what it is that you are expecting. But mainly, I want you to not worry. Rosie, I do try. I want you to just chill the fuck out, you know. 2017, and this comes down to really, really knowing that your big vision, your big goal for who you want to be, how you want to show up in the world, what you want to achieve is happening. It is on. It is going to happen. We might not know when, we might not know how it's going to manifest, but it is happening. And so when we get interrupted by these annoying little bumps in the road, these are signposts for us to really tune into the bigger picture. So we release and let go the frustration and the annoyance. And it's completely fine, by the way, to feel frustrated and annoying when something doesn't happen the way that you want it to happen. But at some point you have to choose whether you want to sit in that frustration and annoyance, you want to continue to lash out at the person who has not acted in the way that you've wanted them to act, you want to continue to flagellate yourself for not being more productive, more focused, more this, more that, more this, or just accept that the thing didn't happen the way that you intended it to. And that acceptance can be, well, it's just liberating. It's like, okay, my daughter dropped my phone on the floor. Does this mean that the whole of 2017, is this an omen for 2017 that the whole thing is going to be shot to fuck? Or is it just one little thing? I've got little affirmations on my phone that pop up every hour, and that was one just popping up. Or so is the whole year going to be shot to fuck, or is this just a little thing that tells me that I need to get back into alignment? So I like to acknowledge, release, let go, and then raise the vibe. So what do? I want to refocus on what the big vision is, what the big vision is for me, what my big goals are. Focus on how I want to feel at the end of the year, or the end of when I've achieved my goal, whatever that goal is, and then I bring it back to the present. What can I do right now? So often there is some kind of forgiveness involved. I'm going to forgive my daughter for dropping my phone. I'm going to forgive myself for leaving it there. I'm going to forgive myself for being so obsessed by it. And then I'm going to do something that makes me feel good. And often for me, that is getting out and going for a walk. It might be doing an appreciation list. This morning I thought I would have a look at the lovely Ashley Williams Parker's Mother's Little Helper cards, and it had kick your shoes off, turn the music up and dance around really loudly. And that for me is such a beautiful way. Hey Naomi. It's such a beautiful way for me to raise my vibe and just remind me that everything is always working out for me. I have to get that affirmation in there. And so that's it really. I think what I want you to take away from this live stream is that shit happens. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a sign that we are on the wrong path. I think that if shit is continuously happening and we're really struggling on a day-to-day basis, that is a sign and we shouldn't ignore it. But when you have these one-off little bumps in the road, it's like, okay, where can I get back into alignment? How do I need to forgive anybody? Do I need to forgive myself? And then how do I raise my vibe? And the whole time underneath all of this really is that affirmation that everything is always working out for me, and really a strong sense of knowing that if I show up for myself every day in the way that I want to show up, if I show up for myself in alignment with the bigger vision I have for who I want to be, I will get what I want. It is all there, you know? And this little bump in the road is nothing to knock me off my track. I lost a word there. But you get the point. So does that all make sense, lovelies? Ding 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 ding. I'm interested to know what you do when you're dealing with your disappointment. Have you had any disappointment so far this year? Is there anything that you need to let go of, so that you can just get back on track and really just appreciate the fact that we are at the start of the year and we've got it all to come, you know, and 99.99% of what happens to us, the way we respond to what happens to us will dictate how easy it is for us to get to where we want to go. So, mwah, love you loads. I am taking applications for my new one-to-one mentoring program. If you are ready to really, really nail down your message and work out how you can package your truth in a way that your tribe find irresistible, please get in contact with me via Facebook and I can let you know what the next steps are. I just tried to keep beating it all back with my positivity stick. You know what, I'm a big believer in the power of positivity, but I also think that we have to acknowledge where we are. And sometimes, I was saying this in my mastermind group, when we are feeling depressed and lonely and sad, it's really difficult for us to jump to happy, joy, everything's fucking brilliant. And so I'm going to post it actually below this. Abraham Hicks used an emotional guidance scale, and sometimes just reaching for the next best thought or feeling is much more helpful, because when we try to kind of do this big leap, we end up beating ourselves up that we keep kind of falling back to depression and anxiety and being fucked off. So just going for the next feeling and then the next one and the next one, and slowly we work ourselves back up to that space of joy and happiness. Naomi, timely, need to rewatch the start of the video, but making major plans to do things very differently this year and have to face some family disappointment on the way. Cool. CP in the house, I need to see your face. I'm so sad that you're not in my life at the moment. I need to see your face. Which I should say is a metaphorical stick, not one you find on Amazon. Good. All right, I'm hopping off. See you later, lovelies. Love you all, and see you on the other side. Bye.